I deliberately score full marks on the college entrance exam, just to get away from my two childhood friends. After I leave the exam hall, they remind me not to forget to put Westbridge University as my first choice. I casually agree, then turn around and enter Northgate University, thousands of miles from home. The moment I finish filling out my application, my phone suddenly buzzes. I pick it up and see a new message in the group chat named Kai's 2 Girls for Life. It's supposed to be a chat for 3 people, but right now there are 4. Adrian has posted a message. Hey, I checked my scores. I'm definitely getting into Westbridge University. I'm so happy. I get to stay classmates with everyone. Please look after me. But the names tagged after that message are only Sophia and Luna. Sophia replies instantly, whenever you need me, I'll always be there for you first. Luna adds, same here. On the first day of school, the whole campus will know you have this young lady's backing. Then they excitedly discuss throwing Adrian a party to celebrate. From start to finish, I don't say a single word, and no one pays me any attention. The glaring group name on my screen now feels like it's mocking me. Sophia, Luna, and I grew up together as childhood friends. Back when the 3 of them had just met, the 2 girls clung to me and wouldn't let go, wishing they could be with me every single day. On my 17th birthday, both of them confessed to me at once. I can't choose between them, and I don't want to start dating young. Just as I steel myself to refuse, they immediately grab my hand, stopping me from saying any word of rejection. They humbly beg, just give us some time. Give us your answer on the first day of college. I don't want to hurt either of them, so I agree for the time being. I think I'll have time to figure out my own feelings, until Adrian shows up. Adrian is one of the underprivileged students my family sponsors. Because of his good grades, he transfers to my high school. Using gratitude as an excuse, he gets closer to me step by step. At first, I feel sorry for him and take care of him often. When he says he can't afford food, I swipe my own meal card to take him to eat. When he says he's falling behind, I sacrifice my own time to tutor him. When he says he has no friends, I introduce him to Sophia and Luna. But I never expect that in just 3 months, Adrian works his way step by step into replacing me. Seeing that line, all 4 of us are going to Westbridge, I set my phone down with a cold smile, then start clearing out everything at home connected to Sophia and Luna, every memory of them. Before I know it, the pile fills an entire box. I carry the box downstairs, and just as I toss it into the trash, I run into Sophia and Luna, who are coming back from the party. They spot it almost instantly. The 2 veils sitting in the trash can. Back when we were kids playing house, both of them fought over who would be my bride, nearly coming to blows. In the end, I keep both veils, just to ease the tension between them. Still, they insist that whenever the wedding happens, the other girl's veil must be thrown away. Back then I just blink at them. How do you even know that when I grow up I'll definitely marry one of you? Both of them instantly bristle, insisting I must choose one of them. Now, seeing me throw it away, and not just that, every single thing connected to them, I've thrown all of it out. The 2 of them rush forward. Luna grabs my hand tightly. Why would you throw away what we gave you? Are you still upset about what happened earlier? It's true we gave Adrian your front door code, but aren't you 2 friends? We figured it wouldn't matter to tell him. Even if he took your things, we transferred you the money for it. You accepted it, didn't you? Sophia, usually cool and reserved, sounds shaken this time. Kai, it's such a small thing. If you're angry, fine, but why throw everything away? Do you really have to go this far? Throwing away their things makes me go too far? That alone breaks them. So what if I told them I'd secretly changed my college application long ago, just to leave them forever? Wouldn't that drive them out of their minds? I speak flatly. I'm not angry. These things have just gone moldy, so of course I threw them out. Seeing my eyes as calm as still water, the 2 of them ask in unison, You're really not angry? I shake my head. No, after all, from now on, neither of you has anything to do with me, so what would I even be angry about? Hearing this, the 2 of them instantly relax. Well, if they'd gone moldy, then good riddance. We'll just buy you new ones. I say nothing, just give a small, and turn away coldly. For the next several days, neither Sophia nor Luna come looking for me. Through Adrian's endless stream of social media posts, I learn they've been spending every moment with him, helping him check off his graduation bucket list. An amusement park he's never been to, a planetarium he was curious about, the Great Wall he'd only ever seen in books. They accompany him through every single one, while I scroll past each post, even in the mood to leave a like. Until the day I receive my acceptance letter from Northgate University. The moment I put the letter away, Sophia and Luna knock on my door together. Kai, our acceptance letters arrived. Did yours come too? Let's go pick them up together. I speak flatly. No need, mine's already here. With that, I move to shut the door. Sophia quickly grabs the door. Wait, I booked a private room. Let's have a celebration dinner together. No need. There's a class reunion coming up in a few days anyway. We can eat together then. With that, I turn and close the door, leaving Sophia and Luna frozen in place, staring at each other. 3 days later is the already planned class reunion. The moment I arrive, several classmates curiously glance behind me, then look disappointed. Kai, why aren't the school belle and the top student here? Aren't they always wherever you are? Yeah, I heard you all got into Westbridge. On the first day of school, you're supposed to choose between Sophia and Luna, right? Have you decided who? Before I can speak, a few classmates who've always targeted me jump in to answer first. Does he even get to choose anymore? Sophia and Luna like Adrian more now. Why are you even asking him? Haven't you figured that out yet? The group bursts into laughter, expecting me to get angry, but I don't say a single word. I don't even spare them a glance. Frustrated, they keep mocking me. I stay silent the whole time. Just then the door opens. Sophia and Luna walk in, one on each side of Adrian. The group immediately looks at me, laughing again. Even the school belle and top student don't like him anymore. What's he even got to be proud of? That's not pride, that's a stray dog with nowhere to go. Ha! Look at him. He's like a dog. The class president wipes cold sweat from his brow, quickly smoothing things over. Everyone's here, let's get the party started. The room fills with noisy chatter. Sophia and Luna dote on Adrian, attentive to his every need, mindful of what happened last time, and don't so much as glance my way. I sit in the corner calmly eating from the fruit plate, my face showing nothing but indifference. Partway through, someone suggests playing Truth or Dare. I don't want to join, but I'm dragged in anyway. After a few rounds, I lose. Come on, it's Kai's turn to share a secret. A secret? I laugh quietly to myself, my gaze sweeping past Sophia and Luna, then say flatly, my secret is that on the first day of school, I'm going to throw away 2 things. No one picks up on the deeper meaning behind my words. Some lose interest. That's not even a secret. Throwing stuff away, what kind of secret is that? We'll let this round slide, but you can't get away with something so half-hearted next time. I nod, but offer no explanation. As luck would have it, I lose the very next round too. The whole room starts egging me on. Kai, we're not letting you off easy this time. Let's think of something harder. How about we ask about Sophia and Luna? Which one are you actually going to choose as your girlfriend? The moment the question is asked, everyone leans in for the answer. Sophia nervously gulps down water again and again. Luna is just as tense, her fists clenched tight, not relaxing for a second. I glance at them, a little surprised, that they, with eyes only for Adrian now, would still be nervous about my answer. I let out a cold laugh. Both of it. Before I finish, Adrian cries out. Everyone turns to look and sees that Adrian has accidentally spilled wine on himself. Sophia and Luna's expressions shift instantly. One quickly pulls tight the jacket draped over Adrian's shoulders, while the other clears a path so he can go change. The game is forced to a halt, and with him gone, no one has the heart to keep playing. Some quietly murmur about wanting to leave. The class president quickly calls out, "Don't leave yet, everyone. The teacher bought a bunch of fireworks. Let's all go set them off by the river to celebrate our new journey ahead." Hearing that, the ones who'd been quietly talking about leaving fall silent. After quite a while, Adrian finally arrives late, along with Sophia and Luna. He's wearing a custom-tailored suit bought by Sophia, and the shoes on his feet are limited edition, priceless collector's items, a gift from Luna. Everyone whispers among themselves, gasping in envy. I'm the only one who glances at it once and looks away. The group heads noisily off to set off fireworks. Bursts of brilliant fireworks bloom across the pitch-black sky. Almost everyone silently makes a wish, but Adrian shouts loudly toward the river, "I hope Sophia and Luna's wishes all come true!" Hearing this, Sophia's usually cold eyes can't help but soften with emotion. Luna smiles warmly and, softening, gently touches Adrian's face. "Why are you so silly, wishing for someone else?" Adrian turns and smiles at the two of them. "But you two are the most important people in my heart." Sophia and Luna both can't help but smile, speaking at the same time. "You're my most important person too." "Mine too." All I feel is the air thick with a sickeningly sweet feeling. Unwilling to stay near them any longer, I turn and walk off to a corner, watching the fireworks alone in silence. When Adrian notices, he immediately tugs at Sophia and Luna. Kai looks upset. He hasn't even set off any fireworks. Let's go cheer him up. Hearing this, Sophia's eyes darken, her feet rooted to the ground, not moving an inch. Luna turns her head away too, refusing to look at me, unwilling to move either. "Well, if you two won't go, then I'll cheer him up myself, give him a surprise." With that, he smiles and scoops up a handful of fireworks. As he approaches behind me, he quietly lights them and casually throws them at my head. A loud bang, the fireworks explode. Everyone turns to look and sees me completely engulfed in flames. "Kai! Kai!" Sophia and Luna's hearts clench in horror. They sprint toward me like mad. When I wake up again, I open my eyes. Everything I see is white, and the sharp smell of disinfectant fills my nose. The moment I move, my whole body aches terribly. The nurse changing my bandages quickly stops me. "Don't move. Your burns are severe. Luckily you were brought in time and you had a skin graft so it won't scar. Otherwise, with a face this good-looking, it would have been ruined for good." I think back to the moment before I passed out, and my chest turns cold with dread. I truly don't understand how a person can be so vicious. I try to speak, but the pain racking my body leaves me too weak. Just then, the nurse continues. "Oh right, it was 2 very pretty girls who brought you to the hospital. You were unconscious then so you didn't see it, but they were frantic with worry. However long you've been unconscious these past few days, they've stayed by your side, just as long. They just got talked into resting. Should I go wake them? They'll be so happy to know you're awake." I quickly stop her. "No, I don't want to see Sophia or Luna." The nurse nods and pushes the supply cart away, but not long after, having gotten the news, Sophia and Luna rush over anyway. Normally both of them have a bit of a cleanliness obsession, but now their eyes are bloodshot and their clothes haven't been changed in days. Their eyes are full of anguish, and the moment they see me their voices tremble. Kai, are you okay? I'm sorry. It's our fault for not protecting you. Before I can speak, Sophia speaks again, handing over a thick stack of handwritten apology letters. Kai, I know you're in a lot of pain. This time it really was Adrian's fault, but he didn't mean it either. However long you've been unconscious these past few days, he's been just as guilty, constantly thinking about how to apologize to you. Please just forgive him. Hearing this, my palms break out in a cold sweat. I'm the one who got hurt and he feels guilty? Am I supposed to be responsible for that too? Kai, that's not what I meant. Adrian just wants to apologize to you. Wants to apologize? Fine. Have him come get burned just like I did. A chill runs through me. I close my eyes, unwilling to look at their faces anymore. Luna furrows her brow, keeping her voice as gentle as possible. Kai, don't be so unforgiving. Adrian really does blame himself. Blames himself? I laugh until tears come. If he blames himself that much, go comfort him then. What are you doing in my hospital room? Sophia and Luna exchange a glance, sighing helplessly. They know there's nothing they can say right now that I'll listen to. Luna says helplessly, Kai, I found the best doctor in the whole city to treat you. Don't worry, you won't scar. Sophia adds, I've left the SU family's bodyguards here. Whatever you want to eat or use, just tell them directly. We'll come see you every day. With that, the two of them cast a long look at me lying in bed with my eyes closed, then turn and leave. After they're gone, I grit my teeth, gasping in pain. Ever since I woke up, the anesthesia has worn off, and my whole body aches like it's being cut by knives. I don't know how much time passes before Mom and Dad rush in. Does your face hurt? The moment their concerned words leave their mouths, the tears I've been holding back for so long finally spill out. Mom gently wraps her arms around me, her heart breaking. Dad's face darkens with fury, and he slams his hand on the table. We really did invite a wolf into the house. That Adrian did it on purpose, I'm sure of it. Starting today, we're cutting off Adrian's sponsorship. We'll find evidence of his crime and hold him fully responsible. After a long while, my emotions finally settle. Mom and Dad have to leave for work again, and the hospital room grows quiet and empty once more. But I don't feel as sad as before. I stay in the hospital for a long stretch of time. Sophia and Luna come to visit almost every single day. Every time, I refuse to see them. With no other options, Sophia and Luna can only leave the gifts they buy each day outside the door, waiting for someone to go in so they can hand them off. But every time, I just give them to the nurse on duty instead. Finally, on the day I'm discharged, Sophia and Luna come to pick me up. Kai, your parents are away on a business trip, so we've come to get you. I don't even look at them, turning to walk off in a different direction. Sophia's expression darkens and she grabs my hand. Kai, because you were upset we haven't seen Adrian at all lately. It's understandable if you don't like him, but why has our relationship gotten so distant, too? I can't help but find it laughable. Am I the one who made things distant? Isn't it them who pushed me out step by step, forcing this distance between us? I just laugh a few times without answering. Luna pulls the car around, blocking the doorway. If you don't get in, we'll block this spot forever. I guarantee it, not a single car on this road will be able to pass. As if to prove her point, soon the cars nearby start honking in protest, followed by a second, a third, more and more. Not wanting to disrupt traffic, I have no choice but to get in. The moment I do, the two of them start showering me with attention. Kai, look. This is your favorite pastry shop. You've always wanted to try it, right? I waited in line forever for this. Luna holds up the pastry like a puppy seeking praise, her eyes shining bright. No need. I don't like it anymore. It's too sweet. I refuse coldly. Sophia then holds out a carefully wrapped box, an ointment pushed toward me. It's fine if you don't like the pastry. This is an ointment I got from a famous overseas medical professor. It'll help your wound heal. I push the ointment back. No need. The hospital already gave me medicine. I don't need this. No matter how much they try to please me, I reject it all one by one. Suddenly I feel something wedged in the seat crack, as if something's been stuffed there. I pull it out. It's a note. It reads, Adrian's personal seat. I can't help but scoff. Luna quickly snatches the note away and tears it to shreds. Kai, don't misunderstand. This is from a game I lost last time. Just her hasty movements seem terrified I'll misunderstand. I let out a light, indifferent laugh. Nothing to do with me. I close my eyes, uninterested, not caring how they react. Luna's face changes instantly. How is it nothing to do with you? Did you forget what you promised us? That you'd make your choice on the first day of school? Sophia's cool eyes flicker, and she can't help but ask too. Have you decided? I glance at them. You should go ask Adrian that. That seems more fitting. Both of their expressions shift abruptly, rushing to explain. Why would we ask Adrian? We don't feel that way about him. Kai, are you misunderstanding something? I just close my eyes, unwilling to hear any more. Sophia and Luna don't dare disturb me further. They just exchange a glance, sensing that I seem to have changed a great deal, growing more and more indifferent to them. This was never what they intended. They want to explain, but don't know where to even begin, so they can only tell themselves it'll be fine once the first day of school comes. The moment I get home, I receive a call from a teacher. Kai, you did really well this time. You're the top scorer in the whole city. The school would like to invite you back to give a speech to the younger students, sharing some of your study tips. I hesitate for a moment. If I give this speech, the truth about my changed application will come out, but after only a few seconds of hesitation, I agree. They'll find out about my changed application sooner or later. I've only been hiding it to avoid trouble, but it's already set in stone now. No matter how upset they get, nothing will change. More than that, I'd rather focus on sharing study tips with the younger students. With that in mind, I begin preparing thoroughly for the speech. But just as I'm about to go on stage, Sophia and Luna block my path. Luna speaks a little awkwardly. Kai, you don't need to go on stage this time. How about we go grab something to eat instead, or is there anywhere you want to go? We'll take you. I ask, puzzled. What do you mean? Sophia is silent for a few seconds before picking up the thread. Adrian really wants to practice his public speaking, so I had my father step in and hand this speaking opportunity over to him. My father invested in a few of the school's buildings. Swapping the speaker is nothing, just one word from him. Just then, Adrian's voice rings out from the stage. I follow the sound and look up, and there Adrian is, standing on stage. Watching me stand there in stunned silence, Sophia and Luna can't help but hold their breath, bracing for me to explode in anger. But after waiting quite a while, my face stays cold, showing no sign of anger at all. In the end, I just give a small smile, say nothing, and walk away. What a shame, Sophia and Luna. You've just missed your last chance to learn the truth. On the first day of school, Mom and Dad make a special trip home. Kai, is your luggage all packed? Northgate University is so far from the capital, over 3,000 kilometers. Make sure you bring everything you need. Mom worriedly double-checks the luggage count over and over. I shake my head with a smile. No need, Mom and Dad. You're both busy with work. You don't need to worry about me. Even so, Mom still can't quite set her mind at ease. She wipes away tears. You're going alone, so far away. How can we not worry? Westbridge University is right here in the city, yet you insist on going so far. I smile and hug her. Mom, I'm just going to college, and you're already crying like this? If I ever study abroad someday, you'd cry yourself sick. That reminds Mom of something, and she quickly pulls a note from her bag with a phone number written on it. Kai, actually, when you were little, our family arranged an engagement for you. But since Sophia and Luna, you two clung to you your whole childhood, we always assumed you'd end up marrying one of them, so we never brought it up. But now it seems neither of them is right for you. That other person also attends Northgate University, the same school as you. These days, arranged childhood engagements don't really mean much anymore, but if you two hit it off, that's fine, and if not, you can always turn to them for help. It's good to have someone looking out for you. Mom presses the note into my palm. Just as I'm about to decline, Sophia and Luna suddenly walk in. Uncle, Auntie, don't worry, we'll take good care of Kai. Everyone in the room knows. The two of them misheard, assuming Mom was talking about them, but everyone stays silent. No one tells them the truth. I calmly slip the note into my pocket. Mom, don't worry, I understand. Mom wipes her tears and nods. Dad's eyes redden too. Sophia and Luna exchange a glance, not understanding why they're crying like this. Uncle, Auntie, Westbridge is right here in the city. Even though Kai will be living on campus, he can still come home anytime on weekends. If he ever gets homesick, we can even bring him home every day. Mom and Dad just sigh, saying nothing more. Sophia and Luna don't notice anything off either. They hurry into my room, eagerly helping me pack my luggage. But once inside, both of them are stunned. Sophia asks, surprised, Isn't it right here in the city? You can come home anytime. Why bring so many clothes? I'm sentimental. It's normal for me to have a lot of clothes, I say, brushing it off. Luna chimes in. Right. Take however many you want. Once the paperwork's settled, we can always come back for more. Sophia says nothing more, just casually picks up a suitcase, her usually cool expression now carrying a barely noticeable trace of nervousness. Kai, take my car. She hesitates, then continues, haltingly. I've got a surprise waiting for you at school. Luna quickly snatches the suitcase from her hands. Take my car instead. I have a surprise too. The two of them pull me back and forth from either side. In the middle of their tug-of-war, someone's phone suddenly rings. Sophia, Luna, I got into a car accident on the way to school. It's Adrian. Sophia and Luna's expressions change instantly. They anxiously ask, Are you okay? What happened? Are you hurt? Adrian's pained voice comes through the phone. I'm fine, just scared. Sophia decides instantly. Don't move. Wait right there. I'm coming to find you now. Luna reassures him too. Don't be scared. I'm here. I'll come find you. After hanging up the phone, they finally remember me standing there. Before they can speak, I cut them off first. No need to walk me there. I'll get to school myself. Sophia hesitates, wanting to say something, then finally just says, Call me when you get there. Luna adds haltingly, Kai, you said you'd choose between us on the first day of school. Don't forget. I just look at them coldly, without nodding and without answering. Both of them sense something is off, but then Luna's phone rings again, and Adrian starts whining on the other end, claiming he's scared, claiming his leg hurts, forcing the two of them to leave. Before leaving, Sophia and Luna keep looking back with every step, repeatedly reminding me to stay in touch. Yet I never respond, not once. Finally, the two of them each get into their own cars and I get into mine too. The moment I sit down, my phone buzzes softly. I open it and find a message from Adrian. Kai, do you see it now? With just one phone call from me, they'll still drop everything for you. Even if you became their boyfriend, it'd be the same. If you keep sponsoring me, I might consider giving one of them to you. Seeing this, I let out a scoff and type a few words with my fingertip. No need. I don't want either of them anymore. They're all yours. After sending it, I swiftly block Adrian, then Sophia, then Luna. Finally, I snap my SIM card in half and toss it away, pulling out a new SIM card from my bag and putting it in, entering the number for the arranged engagement contact Mom just gave me. The driver hits the gas, and the car heads off in the opposite direction from the other two, toward the airport. Watching the scenery race by, I give a faint smile. This time, I'm going to start a brand new life, completely. My plane has just taken off, and at the very same moment, back at Westbridge, Sophia and Luna both stand at the university gate holding bouquets of flowers, their faces growing darker by the minute. With the family car nowhere in sight, a growing sense of dread creeps over them. For some reason, one thought surfaces in their minds, that I don't want to accept their confession. No, that can't be. Maybe Kai just took a different route to the gate. They almost don't dare consider the other more unthinkable possibility. The countless bouquets behind them draw the attention of many students, and some onlookers even take photos and post them on the campus forum. Two beautiful freshmen at our school, and they're already putting on a display like this on day one. Who could they possibly be confessing to? I'm dying. Whoever it is must be so lucky. Say what you want, but you can't deny it. They each have such a distinct look. One cool and aloof, one fiery and bold. Don't tell me they're confessing to the same guy. Are they still at the gate right now? I want to go see too. Countless people see the forum post and rush over to watch. Meanwhile, Sophia has already called my number more times than she can count, but I never answer. Luna's face darkens like the bottom of a pot. He's blocked me. There's no way to reach him at all. She grips her phone tightly, almost crushing it out of shape. Sophia's chilly gaze reflects the same irritation. Same here. They've never encountered anything like this before. I've never once cut off contact with him like this. Something must have happened to him. The various gifts they'd carefully prepared are all left tossed aside on the spot as Sophia sprints home without a second thought, while Luna hurries to search the school for me. The Sue family's front door is knocked on once again. This time it takes a long while before anyone answers. It's the family's housekeeper. Miss Sue, is there something you need? Seeing the housekeeper, Sophia is momentarily speechless, then after a beat of silence finally asks, Is Kai still home? As she speaks, her eyes dart past trying to peer inside. The housekeeper looks utterly confused. Miss, the young master left with you two this morning? How could he possibly still be home? Sophia gives a soft acknowledgement, then continues. Are uncle and auntie home? I have something I need to ask them. Oh, the master and mistress left for a business trip out of town right after you all headed out. They're not home. You could try calling them, the housekeeper answers honestly, then slowly closes the door. Sophia's eyes darken. If only I could get through on the phone, that would be nice, she murmurs to herself, feeling an inexplicable pang of loneliness. Could it really be that Kai doesn't want to accept our confessions, and that's why he's avoiding us? After all, once they'd sorted out the situation with Adrian, they rushed to school as fast as they could, surprise in hand. So why were they still one step too late? Just a little bit more, and they could have explained everything. Sophia returns to campus in a daze, utterly lost. Meanwhile, on the other side, Luna isn't faring any better. She asks around everywhere, looking for anyone who knows me. The passing students all just shake their heads. A kind-hearted student speaks up to offer advice. Miss, searching like this won't get you anywhere. If you're looking for someone, go ask the student affairs office, or check with the registrar's office. Isn't that way faster? With that advice, Luna suddenly snaps to it and rushes off to the registrar's office. She finds the staff member in charge of student records. Sir, my boyfriend is a freshman here, but I've completely lost contact with him. I need your help checking whether he's been registered. The staff member hesitates for a long while, until Luna offers to donate an entire library building, and only then does he happily agree. He searches the system several times, but can't find any record of Kai at all, not even someone with the same name. At this point, even the staff member starts to doubt himself. Miss, are you sure this is your boyfriend's actual name? He points at the name on the screen, double and triple checking. Luna nods firmly. That's right. How could I possibly get his name wrong? Now it's the staff member's turn to grow uneasy. He searches over and over again, and together with Luna, they check the screen countless times before he finally concludes. Miss, this Kai you're talking about isn't a student at our school. There's no one by that name among this year's admitted students. Our system's records don't make mistakes. Could it be your boyfriend has been lying to you? If he really has, you should report it to the police right away, the staff member says with concern. Hearing this, Luna feels as if struck by lightning, thunder crashing through her mind. What did she just hear? Westbridge never admitted Kai. Then where did he go? With Kai's grades, no matter which school he applied to, he'd be fought over by admissions everywhere. There's absolutely no way he failed to get in. What on earth happened? In that instant, Luna feels her mind go completely blank, unable to think at all. Just then, Sophia gets word and rushes over too, the air around her turning strangely heavy and cold. Almost no one dares approach her, everyone wants to stay as far away as possible. So what did you find out? She asks coldly, clearly in a foul mood, pent-up frustration seething inside her. Luna shakes her head and relays everything she's just learned. Sophia's eyes darken, narrowing sharply. Where did Kai actually go? Is he trying to leave us? The same thought rises unbidden in both their minds. For a moment neither of them can quite accept it. For just a moment both of them wonder, did they push me too hard? Is that why I've done this? But the next instant, a young man's voice interrupts their thoughts. Ladies, there's a guy at the front gate who picked up your gifts and flowers, said he knows you. You should go check it out. It's raining outside. It wouldn't be good if he got sick. Hearing this, Sophia and Luna exchange a glance, both seeing the flash of hope and excitement in the other's eyes, and rush toward the gate together. Is it Kai? An impossible hope surges in both their hearts. Maybe it really is Kai, just playing a joke on them. It wouldn't matter even if he's not at the school, as long as Kai is still willing to accept their confessions. Both of them think the same thing at once. As they draw closer to the gate, their hearts pound wildly, until the young man holding the 2 bouquets at the gate turns around, and both of them freeze on the spot. Why is it you, Adrian? Why are you here? Where's Kai? Luna and Sophia ask, one after the other. Adrian is soaked head to toe in rain, but still tries hard to shield with his own body the flowers and gifts in his arms, keeping them dry. Sophia, Luna, you're finally here. I've been watching your gifts for you. Why hasn't Kai come yet? I've been waiting here for so long. His malnourished frame is battered by wind and rain, yet still carries a stubborn air about it. But neither of them has the heart to appreciate it. Luna dismisses him with disappointment. You don't need to guard these, just go home. Kai isn't coming. Sophia looks at the scattered flowers strewn across the ground. Neither of them expected things would end up like this. Their hearts full of anticipation collapse into emptiness in an instant. The feeling in their hearts is naturally bitter, and neither has any mood to deal with Adrian right now. Yet he refuses to give up, holding the gifts and smiling as he tries to comfort them. Sophia, Luna, don't lose heart. Kai just hasn't made up his mind yet. Maybe he'll come around after some time. Look, the gifts you prepared are really nice. I love them, and I'm sure Kai will too. But this speech, unfortunately, falls on deaf ears. Neither Luna nor Sophia is really listening. The two of them, who once couldn't bear to see Adrian suffer even the slightest harm, now can't even bring themselves to care that he's standing in the same rain. Sophia says flatly, he won't like it. We grew up with him since childhood. How could I not understand what he means? What I've done here is a clear, unmistakable rejection. To get away from us, he changed his college application and never once told us. Luna lowers her eyes too, her whole body radiating sorrow. Maybe we made the wrong move. We thought if we treated Adrian well, it would make Kai jealous, make him compete with Adrian, make him figure out whose confession to accept in the end, but instead, he wanted neither of us. Sophia and Luna's eyes are filled with quiet despair. Just then, Adrian suddenly opens 2 gift boxes, putting on the cufflinks and watch inside them. He grabs their hands, one in each of his, and says firmly, Sophia, Luna, Kai doesn't like you, but I'm still here. I do. You're both amazing. If Kai can't see that, can't you two also take a look at the person right beside you? I'm not bad either. Adrian, heedless of his soaking wet clothes, shouts out these words at the top of his voice. In that instant, the entire campus falls silent, including Sophia and Luna. Luna gives an awkward, forced smile. Adrian, you're not serious, are you? Stop this. Take the watch off, it's not yours to wear. Sophia stares at Adrian's hands, her gaze so cold it looks like she wants to cut them off. Who gave you permission to wear those cufflinks? Take them off. They were never meant for you. Her icy hand grips Adrian's sleeve tightly, tearing the fabric apart as she rips the cufflinks off. Adrian is nearly frozen in shock. How could this be happening? In almost an instant, his face turns ugly with humiliation. Adrian forces down his shame and apologizes again and again. I'm sorry, I know these weren't mine to have. I misunderstood. I thought you two liked me. I read too much into it. He takes the watch off himself before Luna can reach for it, placing it in her palm. I'm sorry, it's my fault for taking Kai's things. I thought that since he rejected you two, I'd have a chance. Turns out it was all just wishful thinking on my part. Adrian gives a self-mocking smile, then strides away. But he never hears any footsteps chasing after him. This time, he's truly panicking. He'd thought Sophia and Luna were already completely under his control, already hopelessly in love with him. Kai had clearly abandoned them on the very day set for their confession, so why do they still love him so much? Is he, Adrian, really so inferior to Kai? The resentment in his heart grows deeper and deeper. He slams his fist against a tree trunk, his knuckles seeping blood, and he doesn't even notice. Meanwhile, Sophia and Luna carefully place the family heirlooms back into their boxes. Neither of them ever had any intention of accepting Adrian. As far as Adrian is concerned, they only ever felt pity for him. More than that, they used him as a tool to make Kai jealous. Now that Kai isn't here anymore, there's no reason to be nice to Adrian anymore either. What's more, because of him, Kai chose neither of them. Sophia and Luna exchange a glance, both seeing the frustration in each other's eyes. If they hadn't made that damned agreement back then, they might have already won Kai over by now, instead of being like this, not even knowing where Kai has gone. Suddenly, Sophia says, Mr. Liu would know. Hearing this, Luna's head snaps up instantly. Mr. Liu was their high school homeroom teacher. He would surely know which university Kai went to. Sophia and Luna quickly pull out their phones. Hello, Mr. Liu, it's Sophia. I wanted to ask which university Kai went to. Mr. Liu on the other end sounds quite surprised. Ah, you three were together practically every day. Don't you already know which university Kai's attending? Not thinking much of it, Mr. Liu continues proudly. Kai had the best grades of all of you. He went to Northgate University. When our school got the notification, we actually found it a bit odd. Why didn't he stay with you two at Westbridge here in the city? But the matter was already settled, and since you two never asked, we assumed you already knew, that you had it all figured out. Check the class group chat. The admissions list was posted there at the time. Take a look and you'll see. Hearing this, Luna quickly opens the class group chat, searching carefully through it. Sure enough, on the admissions list, right after my name, Northgate University is written in plain sight. In that instant, both of them freeze. Northgate is worlds apart from here, so why would Kai choose to go there? Clearly before, Kai had filled out Westbridge just as agreed. Why the sudden change? Sophia and Luna both see the same bewilderment in each other's eyes. Could it be that Kai had already been planning to leave them forever, all that time ago? But why? Could it be that Kai truly never felt even the slightest flutter for either of them? If I were there, I would tell them. Perhaps once there really had been a flutter of feeling, something that could even be called affection. But that affection was destroyed by their own hands. No guy can accept betrayal from the people closest to him, not even from friends. I gave them countless chances. But I never expected that the two childhood friends who once stood so firmly by my side would, time and time again, choose someone else instead. After so many chances, I finally give up. The moment I step off the plane, I see a woman holding up a sign with my name on it. Her features are sharp and striking, tall, long-legged, with a stunning figure that draws plenty of eyes. Kai. As she walks closer, I hear her earnestly reading my name aloud, her voice husky and alluring, followed by a soft laugh. I'm caught off guard for a moment. I'm Freya, your arranged fiancée. She calls over the Jiang family's driver to help load the rest of my luggage into the car. I just stand there dazed, letting Freya lead the way, until the cool northern climate registers, and I instinctively flinch, my mind snapping back to clarity. I haven't mistaken you for someone else, have I? Are you really the arranged fiancé my mom told me about? The instant my question leaves my mouth, a trench coat is draped over my shoulders. I don't think I'd mistake you for anyone else. Freya, as if performing a magic trick, pulls out a photo and holds it before my eyes. I take it and see that the person in the photo is myself. For a moment, I laugh a little sheepishly. Sorry, I shouldn't have doubted you. It's fine, let's head to campus. Freya curves her lips understandingly and continues. I'm in the finance and management program at Northgate's business school, a year ahead of you. Come to me if you need anything. She holds up the QR code on her phone. Add me? I nod quickly, pulling out my phone and scanning the code successfully. Freya takes me to the front of the dorm building and instructs the driver to carry all my luggage up to... Back in the dorm, before I can even refuse, she's already packed my luggage. Even the bedding. She notices the instant anything is missing. She rushes someone off to buy it, and for a moment I'm almost too flattered to speak. She's honestly a little too thoughtful. Watching Freya's busy figure, I get this illusion that she's really my girlfriend. But I snap back to reality in an instant. Sophia and Luna are proof enough of where that road leads. I have no wish to hand out a real heart again. This, just as it is good enough. Thanks for today, Freya. I'll treat you to a meal sometime, I say, out of politeness. Freya senses my distance, lets out a soft laugh, and simply says, sure. By the time I've fallen into a deep sleep back at Westbridge, neither Sophia nor Luna can sleep at all. With me gone, everything at Westbridge seems to have lost its shine. Sophia loses all interest, turning down every class activity. She even pulls strings to get out of freshman military training. Standing on the balcony, she calls her father. Dad, I want to transfer to Northgate. On the other end of the line, there's a long stunned silence. Then a furious voice roars back. Sophia, have you lost your mind? College isn't high school. You don't just go wherever you please. Don't be naive. I won't allow it. You know what the Sophia family's standing demands. Every move you make has to be careful. Transferring schools is out of the question. Unless you drop out and retake the exam. The line clicks dead the moment he finishes. Sophia already knew this would be the answer. She feels no disappointment at all. This call was never meant to ask her opinion. It was only ever a notice. At the same time, Luna is in the exact same position, getting chewed out by her own father without mercy. Luna's eyes go dark, but she says nothing. To them, which university they attend makes no difference at all. Once they thought I loved Westbridge, so they made a point of bringing me to its gates, promising to enroll here together. They never imagined I'd make such a reckless choice just to get away from them. Sophia and Luna barely sleep that night. The next day, when they should be heading to freshman orientation with the other students, they walk straight to the registrar's office instead. The registrar frowns, asking again and again, isn't Westbridge good enough? Why withdraw? The registrar tries everything to keep these two prize students, but Sophia cuts in, cold and flat. Sir, with my grades, getting into any school is effortless. Kai isn't here, so there's no reason for me to stay. Luna chimes in. Same for me, it's just the entrance exam. A little effort is all it takes. I don't want to be apart from Kai. The registrar hesitates. Outside the door, Adrian has heard every word. He'd assumed that with all three of them at Westbridge and only Kai missing, this was finally his chance. But he never expected they'd drop out entirely for Kai's sake. No, Sophia, Luna, please don't withdraw. I don't want to be apart from you either. Won't you even look at me standing right here? I'm not worse than him. I like you both more than he ever could. Adrian shouts, resolute, his face nearly begging. Listening to this, Sophia and Luna's expressions twist with visible disgust. The office falls into dead silence. After a long moment, Sophia is the first to break it. Adrian, I believe you promised us something. At those words, Adrian's heart turns to ice. Luna, barely holding back her fury, drags him out of the office. Then a slap cracks through the air. Adrian, we had a deal. You'd play along with us. Make Kai jealous. That's the only toward us. That's the only reason we chose you. Luna's voice is razor sharp, her eyes burning red. Sophia's clear voice cuts in too. You promised you'd help us win Kai over, but instead you used us to drive him away, and now you want to confess to us? I warned you more than once. Don't you dare develop feelings you have no right to. So how do we settle this now? Between the two of them, Adrian is pinned to the wall word by word as if he's about to be executed on the spot. Panic floods through him, and he can't get out a single complete sentence. All this time, he'd been so wrapped up in their kindness that he'd forgotten the deal entirely. He still remembers the first time he met Sophia and Luna. He'd thought they were dazzling beyond belief. Again and again I brought him along to meet them, and Adrian watched firsthand how much they cherished and protected me. Slowly, a greedy little thought took root. What if they looked at him the way they looked at me? What if they were that good to him instead? He'd be the luckiest man alive. And how pathetic would I be then, he wondered. Just imagining it thrilled him. He dreamed, again and again, of taking my place. So he made a bold decision. Adrian approached Sophia and Luna with a deal. They'd pretend to be good to him, making me jealous, while he'd help them win me over in return. To make them believe the plan actually worked, he deliberately threw away the love letters they'd prepared for me, and forged one himself in their names. When I found those 2 letters signed with Sophia and Luna's names, the shock and panic on my face, Adrian still remembers it vividly to this day. Sure enough, I confronted them with the letters, and just as they'd hoped, I got jealous. After that, they believed him, and decided that on the day we all started at Westbridge they'd tell me everything. But none of them ever guessed I'd already smothered any feelings I shouldn't have had, and changed my application. Adrian, thinking back on everything that happened, laughs like a man losing his mind. Ha ha ha, if Sophia and Luna hadn't found out early, he might still be lost in the fantasy he built for himself. Their eyes, now cold and merciless, make it seem as if their kindness toward him never existed at all. Adrian reaches out on instinct, trying to touch their arms, but Luna cuts him off without hesitation. You lied to us, and worse, you drove Kai away. Her voice carries a quiet, dangerous edge. If it weren't for this, they might not have dealt with him yet, but since he's determined to throw himself in the fire, they won't hold back anymore. Sophia's voice turns to ice. If it weren't for you, Kai never would have left us. Weren't you always so worried about your own future? We'll cut off your funding, and everything you did to hurt Kai before, we'll pay it all back one by one. At those words, Adrian laughs until he's crying. Sophia, Luna, stop lying to yourselves. All this time you had countless chances to win Kai back, but you never took them. If you're the ones who pushed her away, I told you already she never loved you. The one who loves you most is me. It's me. He screams himself hoarse, desperate for them to turn back, but Sophia and Luna's eyes hold nothing but contempt. Enough. Kai must still care about us, somewhere. With that, the two of them leave Adrian right where he stands and go, without a moment's hesitation, to file their withdrawal papers. Adrian collapses to the ground, panic tearing through him. Losing his funding alone is enough to ruin him. He's grown used to a life of luxury. Falling back into the mud is simply not an option. Without money, even surviving becomes a struggle. For a moment, Adrian feels a flicker of regret. He scrambles to his feet, grabs the cards Sophia and Luna once gave him, and rushes to the bank. I want cash, as much as possible. His hands shake as he types in the PIN, needing several tries to get it right. Right now, only a mountain of cash can settle the panic inside him. But then the ATM malfunctions, flashing. Your card has been frozen. Adrian panics completely. How can this be? Not this fast. No matter how many machines he tries, the message stays the same. Impossible. Impossible. Adrian mutters like a madman, slamming the card down in front of a bank teller. Give me cash, he shouts. As much as this card holds, all of it. The teller checks again and again, then says, patient but firm, I'm sorry, sir. Both of these cards have been frozen. You can't withdraw anything. At those words, every ounce of strength drains from Adrian's body. He crumples to the floor like a heap of mud. It's over. Everything's over. He tosses both cards aside, sinking into total despair, and he can't even remember how he makes it back outside. As he walks, a mischievous kid runs by holding a firework, laughing and roughhousing with a friend, not watching where he's going, and slams straight into Adrian's shin. Get lost. Don't touch me, Adrian snaps, kicking the kid away. The boy bursts into tears and, glaring at the firework in his hand, lights it and hurls it at Adrian's back. It explodes with a bang. Adrian's clothes catch fire from the sparks, patches of his hair burning away. Ah! Help! Somebody help me! Adrian rolls on the ground in agony, but unluckily there are no cameras here, and hardly anyone passes by. The two kids who'd been playing are already gone. In the shadows, a red dot flickers and a bodyguard in black murmurs quietly, "Boss, it's done. He won't have an easy time of it." The stepfather stands by the window, gazing out over the river, and gives a low, satisfied, Adrian thrashes for a long while before finally putting out the fire on his back, then limps toward the hospital. Even without looking, the burning pain across his back leaves him drenched in cold sweat. Adrian, pale as ash, collapses face down after only a few steps. A stranger takes him to the hospital, and when Adrian wakes again, every inch of him aches like it's been torn apart. A nurse, seeing he's awake, presses him to call someone to pay. "Adrian, none of the contacts in your phone are picking up. The surgery and hospital fees need to be settled soon, or the procedure can't go forward and you won't be able to stay for treatment." Adrian groans in pain, calling Sophia and Luna one after another, begging for one more chance. He can't count on his own family. They haven't asked him for money, and that's already more than he deserves. There's no way they'd cover his medical bills. He loses count of how many times he calls Sophia and Luna before anyone finally answers. "What is it?" Sophia's voice comes through, cold and distant. "Sophia, please, I'm begging you. Save me. A kid burned me with fireworks. I'm at the hospital with no money for surgery. Please help me just this once more. What I did before was wrong, but I never could have predicted how Kai's heart would turn. You tried it once before and it worked, didn't it? I'm begging you." Adrian loses count of how many times he pleads, his voice turning hoarse, before Sophia finally speaks. "Come to think of it, I nearly forgot everything you did to hurt Kai. We went far too easy on you. That's exactly why you'd still dream of coming back to beg." Beside her, Luna adds, cold and sharp, "Whatever you did to hurt Kai, you'll pay it back 1,000-fold. The line clicks dead. The last flicker of hope in Adrian's eyes goes out completely. He doesn't want to become a monster, so he spends every cent he saved that year on the surgery. But because of the money he's lost even after the operation, he can never fully return to who he was. After withdrawing, Sophia and Luna enroll in a cram school right away, and before long word of what happened to them spreads across the whole Westbridge campus. Nearly everyone is talking about how foolish they were, confessing on the very first day of school, only for the person they loved to not even attend. Someone even leaks Adrian's story on top of it, and countless people talk about him with open contempt. Though lying in his hospital bed, he has no idea any of this is happening. Sophia is confident in her own grades. Even without attending the cram school, she's sure she can get into Northgate next year. Retaking the exam is just a formality. Even though Luna's grades fall short of Sophia's, she isn't worried either. If she can't match Sophia, she can always hire a tutor. So the two of them rush straight to Northgate. At Northgate, the roommates I've met are all kind. Everything about this campus is so good it almost makes me forget Sophia and Luna. Right after military training ends, my phone buzzes. My roommates tease me right away. "That gorgeous senior's asking you out to dinner again, huh? Seriously, when are you two finally getting together? Can we get a free meal out of this too?" Yeah, plenty of people are shipping you two already. The three of us have a bet going on how long it'll take Freya to win you over. Everyone's talking over each other and my whole face turns red. All right, I haven't decided yet. Besides, I'm just thanking her for all the help she's given me lately. I brush off my roommates, then stand outside the dorm glancing around, but I don't see Freya anywhere. Just as I start to wonder, a girl I once helped during military training appears in front of me, holding a bouquet of red roses. "Kai, I have real feelings for you. Would you be willing to be with me?" The girl stammers out words she's clearly kept buried for a long time. Behind her, a crowd of classmates cheers her on, urging her to say yes. But I refuse firmly. "I'm sorry, I don't like you. I can't be with you." The girl's face falls instantly, her lips trembling as if she wants to say more. And that's when Freya appears behind me, her warm hand slipping around my arm. "Kai's already turned you down. I think it's time for you to go." The moment Freya appears, the girl's face goes completely pale, and she leaves, crushed. The crowd quickly disperses too. Watching all this, I'm a little stunned. "They all seem terrified of you." Freya lets out a soft laugh. "Of course. I'm basically their instructor after all. It makes sense they'd be scared." Hearing that, my confusion only deepens. "Instructor? You're only 1 year ahead of me." Back in the second half of last year, I already finished all my undergraduate coursework and moved on to graduate study early. This past semester, I was given early standing as an acting advisor, serving as a teaching assistant, and taught part of the course load for some students. Maybe that's why they're all so afraid of me. Hearing this, my jaw nearly hits the floor. In most people's lives, a record like hers would be the highlight of a lifetime. Yet she brushes past it like it's nothing at all. "You're incredible. They're probably just in awe of you, that's all." I quickly make an excuse for what just happened. Freya only smiles faintly, offering no explanation. Back when she first arrived last year, a swarm of admirers confessed to her, and every single one was turned away, coldly and without mercy. Plenty of people were left wanting to crawl into a hole after she was done with them, and word spread. Naturally, a lot of people fear her now. On our way to a private restaurant, we run into two people I'd rather not see. Who is he? Who is he? Sophia and Luna ask at the same time, both instantly on guard. My heart jolts. I never imagined I'd run into them here in Northgate. What are you two doing here? He has nothing to do with either of you. Shouldn't you be with Adrian right now? I ask, cold and blunt, assuming almost by reflex that they're here again to blame themselves over Adrian. At the mention of his name, Sophia and Luna's expressions falter for a moment. Sophia clears her throat and pulls up a recent photo of Adrian in his hospital bed. We're not with him. He's already gotten exactly what he deserves. I can explain everything that happened. In the photo, Adrian is wrapped in bandages, ugly wounds exposed in several places, but I feel nothing looking at it. So you're here to ask forgiveness on his behalf? There's no need. I don't think there's anything left that needs explaining. I take Freya's hand, signaling that we can leave, but Luna grabs my other hand tightly, rushing to explain. We're not here for Adrian's sake. What happened to him is exactly what he deserves. Before, we were the ones fooled into being cold to you and kind to him. Luna and Sophia finish each other's sentences, explaining everything that's happened since, but none of it moves me even slightly. If anything, I only find it laughable. This is your explanation? It's almost funny. Even if everything you're saying is true, the pain I went through was real too. I can't forgive you. We grew up together, so of course I know they're telling the truth, but that's exactly why it disgusts me even more, knowing what they call love. They swore over and over that they loved me, yet spent an entire year doing nothing but hurting me. How laughable is that? I laugh, wiping away the tears that slip from the corners of my eyes, mourning the sincerity I once wasted on them. Freya gives my hand a comforting squeeze. Sophia, Luna, anyone mature enough to truly love someone would never treat them this way. If you really loved Kai, you wouldn't have hurt him like that. And allow me to introduce myself, I'm Kai's fiancée. At those words, Sophia and Luna freeze on the spot, barely able to believe what they've just heard. Something breaks in Sophia's eyes. She forces the words out through clenched teeth. Kai, tell me if this is true or not. If you say it's fake, I'll believe you. I glance at Freya too, a little caught off guard myself. She gives me a reassuring look, and I understand at once, pulling her into my arms and naturally lacing our fingers together. Haven't we made it obvious enough? My parents arranged an engagement for us when we were children. She's already my fiancée. Luna's eyes turn red with anger. Let go, Kai, please. A childhood engagement doesn't have to count. We really do love you. Stop finding people to make us jealous on purpose. She reaches out, trying to pry our hands apart. Sophia's face darkens as she steps closer. This joke isn't funny at all. Whatever we did wrong, punish us however you want. Just not like this. We can't lose you. My expression shifts slightly. I tell Freya almost on instinct, go ahead without me. Seeing the wariness in my eyes, Sophia and Luna both falter. Freya steps in front of me, makes a single phone call, and within a minute several bodyguards appear, escorting Sophia and Luna away. Sophia struggles, breaking free to reach me, grabbing my hand. Come with me. Let's leave this place. Let's go home. We dropped out for you. If you like Northgate, we can retake the exam and come here too. Just don't be with him. Her voice turns ice cold. Luna tries to lunge forward as well, but the bodyguards hold her back completely. Her eyes stay locked on me as if I'm the only thing that matters in her entire life, but I know that isn't true at all. I don't need that kind of love from either of you. Let go. I'm not going with you. Whatever you gave up, that was your own choice, not mine. I don't love you anymore. How is that still not clear to you? The blunt rejection cuts both of them to the core. My resistance is impossible to miss. Freya's deep blue eyes darken further, and the bodyguards quickly step forward, restraining Sophia. Kai doesn't want to go with you. Don't force him. Right in front of Sophia and Luna, Freya takes my hand and leads me into the private restaurant. Are you all right? Her gentle voice smooths away all the panic left inside me. I shake my head. I'm fine now. Thank you for stepping in. We sit at the table, eating quietly, our tastes matching perfectly. Every dish on the table is something we both genuinely enjoy. Freya keeps noticing what I like, adding food to my plate, refilling my tea. Seeing the corner of my mouth lift slightly, Freya's own lips curve up just as subtly, and without a trace she glances toward a hidden corner. There's a little something on your lip. Let me get that for you. Her fingertip brushes gently against my cheek, leaving behind a lingering sensation. For a second I freeze, caught off guard, not quite processing it. It's fine now. Freya laughs softly and goes back to eating. But in that hidden corner, mouths sealed shut with tape, Sophia and Luna's eyes burn red with fury. How could he do this? The ropes binding Luna pull tighter and tighter, leaving marks all over her skin, though she doesn't seem to feel any of it. Sophia is no different, frantic, straining every muscle to break free. They're determined to take me back. In their minds, behind the half-hidden screen, what just happened between us was a kiss. Freya must have started it. Kai would never make the first move. Kai would never actually like him. The two of them repeat these lies to themselves over and over. After struggling for a long while, they're almost free, only to be tied up again by the bodyguards. On the other side of the screen, the two of us are getting along beautifully, sharing small, intimate gestures now and then. The mood's so easy it feels like we've loved each other for years. But on their side, Sophia and Luna can only look at each other with irritation. and seeing how disheveled and helpless the other looks, they can only hate their own powerlessness. Northgate belongs to the Freya family's territory. The Sophia and Luna families refuse to lend a hand. Right now, Sophia and Luna are no different from ordinary college students. No one knows how much time passes before, once my meal is finally over, they're escorted back to the capital by the bodyguards, dumped unceremoniously outside their own front doors. Before leaving, one bodyguard adds a final warning. You'd both better not come bother Kai again, or you'll find out exactly what happens if you do. Sophia quietly picks herself up, not taking a single word of it to heart. Meanwhile, Luna is barely home before her father locks her away. Dad, I won't give up on Kai. Didn't you support me liking him before? Why can't you keep supporting me now? Her father's hand cracks across her face and he roars, That was before. You know exactly how you treated Kai this past year. Have you already forgotten? Do you know how many times your mother and I went to the Hale family to apologize? Wronging Kai was bad enough. Getting tangled up with Adrian was bad enough. Why, after all that, are you crawling back now? You've dragged the whole family's name through the mud. Starting today, you're staying home and studying, no going out. But Luna still refuses to back down. Dad, Mom, what I did to Kai was my mistake, and I can carry the weight of it myself. I'll earn her forgiveness eventually, but I will never let him go. She kneels stubbornly before the family shrine. Her father slams the door and storms out. If you won't give it up, don't give her a single bite to eat. Luna kneels in the shrine, and no one knows how much time passes before she's on the verge of fainting. Then a brick in the corner of the wall loosens slightly, and she snaps back to alertness at once. Gritting her teeth, she pulls herself up and yanks the brick free. Ready to go? On the other side of the wall stands Sophia. Luna nods, resolute, and with Sophia's help, escapes the shrine. The Sophia household stands empty, but the floor is piled with things. Every single one holding a memory of the three of them growing up together. Building blocks the three of them once played with as children. Diaries filled with secret feelings. Kai's always been soft-hearted. He'll forgive us. We just used the wrong methods, that's all. He'll forgive us, I know it. Sophia digs through the pile of keepsakes, a flicker of madness rising in her eyes. Luna watches in silence for a long while before finally forcing the words out. Let's work together. Not long ago, neither of them would have ever said such a thing. They'd been rivals through and through, never allies. But now, facing the same enemy in Freya, joining forces is their only shot at winning me back. Sophia glances at Luna, and gives a firm nod in return. Over the next 3 short days, Sophia and Luna gather every scrap of the past into a pile, and staring at the boxes they've filled to the brim, they suddenly freeze. A memory surfacing without warning. That day, the things I threw into the trash, the veil, the stuffed toys, was it really because they'd gone moldy? Theirs are all still in perfect condition. How could his have possibly rotted? Everything that happened in those 2 short months before the semester began replays over and over in their minds. Deep down, a vague answer has already begun to form, but they push the thought away, refusing to admit it. The three of them grew up together. This bond can never be truly severed. Kai wouldn't completely let go of them. Both of them cling to that comfort. Barely back in the capital, they sneak off to Northgate once again. Inside the library, there's a small room reserved just for Freya, where she sits across from me, each of us studying quietly, exchanging a word here and there. Once I discovered just how sharp Freya's mind really is, I started coming to study with her almost every single day. The things textbooks never cover, the things even professors can't fully teach, she can explain effortlessly. Her knowledge makes her the perfect guide. I'd stay glued to her side every waking hour if I could, just to keep learning from her. And for Freya, I'm the first person she's met who can actually keep pace with her thinking, so naturally she holds nothing back. But this scene, watched through Sophia and Luna's eyes, drives them nearly mad with jealousy. They build an enormous castle out of building blocks and flowers, and have it delivered right outside the library. Inside, countless gift boxes are filled with years of shared memories, surrounded by candles glowing like scattered starlight, making the whole castle look like something out of a dream. Sophia and Luna have both dressed to perfection, drawing every eye around them, standing there with flowers in hand, waiting, nervous. But they wait, and wait. Several classmates go up to fetch me, yet I never come down. Finally, Luna can't wait any longer. She shouts up toward the building. Kai, it's Luna. I'm here to make good on my promise. You didn't hear me confess last time. This time you won't miss it. A crowd of students gathers, craning their necks to see. Sophia speaks up too. Kai, you promised me before that you'd choose one of us to be with. It's time to choose now. Watching all of this from above, I feel not even the smallest flicker of being moved. Instead, I call the police directly, citing a fire hazard, plus noise disturbance. Freya helps out too, calling in the campus administration, and even arranges for a water truck. I head downstairs and stand facing Sophia and Luna. Remember that game of truth or dare at our class reunion? I said that on the first day of school I'd throw away 2 things. Those things were you two. No matter how many times we start over, I choose neither of you. The moment I finish speaking, the water truck rolls forward and a stream of water crashes down, snuffing out every candle instantly. Sophia and Luna are both soaked to the bone, and what had been a beautiful, dreamlike confession scene is instantly reduced to a soggy mess. The flowers, battered by the water, shed countless petals across the ground. The gift boxes are drenched through, along with everything inside them, still dripping steadily. Water drips from the strands of hair stuck to Sophia's forehead. Her face, once ice-cold, now looks utterly wretched. Her pale lips tremble slightly. Her voice drops to barely a whisper. Kai, I'm sorry. What we did before was wrong. But can you give me one more chance? I've loved you for so many years. Look, every one of these things is proof of how much I love you. Please, don't be this cruel. But I feel absolutely nothing. Luna quickly speaks up too. Kai, I'm not asking you to choose between us anymore. Just leave Freya, and we're both willing to love you together. You don't have to choose, we're both yours. In Luna's dark eyes, an unquenchable obsession burns. The crowd murmurs among themselves, but I'm unmoved. If anything, I find their words utterly absurd. Have you lost your minds? Whatever I once felt for you, you snuffed it out with your own hands long ago. Don't talk to me about forgiveness and don't talk to me about staying together. It's not happening. Give up on this now. With that, I turn away without a second thought. Luna's face goes deathly pale, humiliated beyond words, and she loses her footing entirely, collapsing straight toward me. But I step back without hesitation. I let her fall to the ground. My indifference cuts straight through Luna's heart, and even Sophia flinches in shock for a moment. This is the last time I'll ever say this to them. Sophia, Luna, don't come looking for me again. I let go of this long ago. As far as I'm concerned, you're just people I used to know. I might marry someone else someday, but that person will never be either of you. With that, I walk away without looking back. Sophia stares hard at my retreating figure, still unwilling to accept it, still ready to chase after me. But that's when a few police officers step out of their car. Who called this in, and who's responsible for all of this? After some questioning, the police take Sophia and Luna in. One squad car can't fit everyone, so Freya and I offer to drive over separately and give our statements. The group heads toward the station, but just then, a beat-up old van comes barreling straight toward the police car. Freya's driver, a former Special Forces soldier, reacts instantly, swerving the car out of harm's way. But the police car isn't so fortunate. The van seems to have singled it out, ramming recklessly straight into its rear. If anyone had gotten a good look inside that van, they would have seen Adrian behind the wheel, his face and body still wrapped in bandages. Adrian has completely lost his mind. Every last wish to keep living has drained out of him. He wants to take me down with him. Ever since Sophia and Luna cut off his funding, the little savings he has left aren't nearly enough to finish his reconstructive surgery. Even after selling off every gift they'd ever given him, he still couldn't afford the best surgeon. The results were only mediocre. The doctors told him recovery would take a long time. His injuries weren't even that severe. But Adrian simply cannot accept this disfigured version of himself. Back at Westbridge, he could feel every eye filled with scorn and disgust. Eventually, he stopped showing up to class for so long that the school issued warning after warning before finally expelling him. He has nothing left. Why should Kai get to keep everything? So he decided to throw it all away, determined to make everyone regret it. He watches me talking with the police, agreeing to head to the station to give a statement. And he rushes to his car at once, already prepared. Adrian drives that worthless, broken-down van, slamming it into the police car. But he never expects that the person in that back seat isn't me at all. It's Sophia and Luna instead. He crashes into it without a second thought, crumpling the entire rear of the car, shattering the back windows completely. Sophia, Luna, and even the accompanying officer are all knocked unconscious. Adrian, in the old van behind them, isn't in any better shape, slumped over the wheel, unconscious. Sirens fill the air, ambulances and police cars alike. Even I feel shaken to the core, quickly checking whether Freya's all right. I pull her into my arms, patting her back gently. It's okay, we're both fine. They'll be fine too. After giving our statements at the police station, we wait outside the hospital's emergency room for Sophia's and Luna's parents to arrive. Days pass before Luna finally wakes up. Her injuries turn out to be minor, since she'd already lost consciousness and had an officer shielding her. The damage isn't severe. Just one leg crushed and broken. Sophia and the officer beside her, however, aren't nearly as lucky. Shattered glass pierced Sophia's skull, leaving her in critical condition. Not fatal, but the long-term effects remain uncertain. Adrian suffers a concussion, both legs broken as well. When Luna wakes, she refuses to see me. Dad, let him go. What happened that day wasn't his fault, it was Adrian. And now, I'm not worthy of him anymore. Luna, always so proud, feels humbled and defeated for the first time in her life. She can't bear the thought of limping in front of me, even though the doctors say it will heal in time. But she still can't quite believe it. What if it never heals? Then she'd be limping in front of me for the rest of her life. Once she's fully recovered, she'll come find me then, Luna decides, resolute. Her parents sigh, one after another, but there's nothing they can do, so they let her have her way. That's when Luna suddenly remembers Sophia. Wait, why haven't I seen Sophia? Which room is she in? How badly is she hurt? Her parents go quiet for a long moment before finally answering. Sophia has woken up, but something's wrong with her mind. The moment she tries to focus on anything, her head throbs with waves of pain. Lying in her hospital bed, she stays silent for a long while, then refuses to see me at all. Kai? Who's that? I don't know him. I don't want to see him, Sophia says coldly. Standing outside her room hearing this, I quietly walk away. A flicker of guilt settles over me. After all, Adrian only crashed into Sophia and Luna because he'd been trying to hit me. Still, I haven't done anything wrong, so I leave some compensation and go. The moment she senses I've left, Sophia begins crying silently in her hospital bed. Everything she just said was an act. She hasn't lost her memory. But her current state might as well be the same thing. A mind that was once razor-sharp can no longer think properly, reduced to a blank, empty shell. The agony of it is unbearable. Even with Adrian locked away, his skull cracked open in return, nothing can undo the damage done to either of them. And like this, how could she ever compete with Freya? Not to mention everything she'd already done wrong. Sophia's eyes stay downcast, every inch of her radiating quiet suffering. If her injuries had only been minor, she might have used them to play the victim, to try winning Kai back. But now, she's nothing but broken. Sophia sinks into that thought, abandoning all hope. Not long after, Luna is wheeled in, both of them carrying the same quiet despair in their eyes. If it weren't for Adrian, they never would have ended up like this. They exchange a single glance, and in each other's eyes, they see the same burning hatred. Under pressure from both families, Adrian, now behind bars, suffers a living hell, unable to find relief in life, and denied even the mercy of death. Sophia and Luna both make the same choice, to hide the truth and avoid seeing me, since at least this way they can still earn my guilt. Maybe, a few years down the road, once they've recovered, they can use that guilt to try one last time. But because of their injuries and the year spent in recovery, both of them missed the college entrance exam entirely. Not until the following year do they sit for it again. Luna gets into Northgate. Sophia, however, only manages to get into a different school in Northgate. And even that took everything she had left to achieve. The injury to her head might heal today, might heal tomorrow, or it might never heal at all. On the first day of the new semester, Luna arrives on campus with another surprise prepared. But that day, crowds of students are streaming toward the sports field saying there's something exciting happening. Apparently someone's holding a wedding. "Excuse me, could you help me find Kai?" Luna stands outside the dorm, asking a passing student for help. The guy's bashful expression instantly shifts into something impossible to read. You're a new student, right? Senior Kai is getting married today, you didn't know?" Bringing me up seems to open a floodgate of gossip. Senior Kai is just as amazing as Senior Freya. He skipped several grade levels too. He's already been granted early standing as a graduate student, and might even end up teaching here someday. The two of them are always seen together, perfect for each other. Around this time last year, he confessed and proposed, and honestly, the whole thing was so romantic everyone was jealous. Now, this year, they're getting married. It's really moving fast. If you head to the field now, you might still catch the ceremony. Hearing this, Luna nearly freezes on the spot. She doesn't even remember how she ends up walking toward the field. In a quiet corner, Sophia appears beside her. Together they watch the young man standing in the distance, dressed in a crisp white suit. The longing in their eyes has never once faded, but they both know it's already too late. "Now, will the bride and groom please exchange rings?" Freya and I exchange our rings, and in the next moment we're wrapped in a kiss. The crowd cheers wildly as I sweep Freya up into my arms and run off, away from the crowd. "Marrying me. Are you happy?" "I'm happy," she answers, laughing. Two entirely different souls, and the instant they touched they knew they'd found the right one. At some point, Sophia and Luna quietly slip away, walking off in two different directions. The three of them, once so close, drifted apart in the end. Even living in the very same city, Luna and Sophia often heard stories about us, yet never once crossed paths with us again. They heard I'd graduated with my master's degree, sweeping a string of international awards. They heard Freya had built the Freya family's business into something even greater, and that our marriage was happy and whole. Then, one day, Luna and Sophia happened to see a news segment about me on television. Countless people admired our love story, and admired even more our talent, and the trust and understanding we shared. Only then did they finally realize I had reached a place they could never touch, and any chance they once had was long, long gone.